So I chose chapter 2, which is with Terry, Scneider. She graduated from the University of Central Florida with a marketing degree. She works for the Correct Craft, which is the second largest company in the marine industry in the United States. She's in the marketing area for her boat company. So she goes to things like boat shows and things of that nature, trying to market and bring attention to the Correct Craft, which is the company that she works for, which she's now a CEO for, but I'm talking in the beginning stages of her career, obviously. And she's in the marketing. She's a CEO now, marketer, and I didn't know that sales can take that long. Honestly, because when she talks about starting her career, she said, "I started my career as a marketing assistant and spent over 11 years increasing my skills," and which led to her going back for her MBA at Florida Southern. And I had no idea that sales can go after college for another 11 years and then back to school for an MBA. I had no idea that sales goes in that depth or that far into the depth. I was really surprised. But I mean, I guess it makes sense if you want to be a CEO and want to be really high ranked. Something that stated that made me think is that she's always selling herself to someone like vendors, advertisers, and things of that nature. And that's kind of had me thinking, like, what's really the difference between marketing and sales? Because sales are obvious, marketing is obviously, they're two different things technically, but it had me thinking, what's really the difference? Is it just like who you're talking to or how you approach it? Because I was sitting here thinking, like, if you're always selling yourself, and even as a marketer, you're selling stuff, how is there really a difference between the two if you're doing the same thing just at different costs or just different people? That's really had me thinking for a second, what's really the difference between the two. And I'm not sure if I do relate to her. I have different majors than her in the business category, but I chose her because I found her story really interesting. I like how she broke her story down piece by piece, step by step, from the beginning years, from starting her career as a marketing assistant to becoming a CEO. I feel like she kind of thoroughly explained her process and what she went through, and even talked about the event she went to and how you have to mentally break yourself. Not mentally break yourself, that's kind of intense, but you have to mentally prepare yourself for other competitors, and other people that are trying to do the same exact thing as you. So I found that really interesting. And I would ask her what she would not do in the process that she has come to. Like, what if she has to go back? What are some things that she wish she didn't do to get her to where she is now as a CEO? And I feel like knowing people's mistakes can help you a lot in the long term if you're trying to take steps behind them or in the same direction. So I would want to know the mistakes that she made, which ones would she take back, and which ones would she think that maybe that did help me a little bit. Maybe that I learned something from there and I gained a new skill from that. But I wanted to know the ones that she's like, I didn't need to do that. So I know I don't need to do that if I wanted to go in the same direction as her.